Welcome to Thoughts with CP, everyone. And today is more Danielle's episode than mine. And so I'll let her take it away and I'll chime in when she needs me.
Last Monday, I was riding my horse, and she was spooked by something, and I fell off and hit my right shoulder. I went to my adjustment doctor the next day, and she worked on me and told me that I have whiplash and sprained shoulder. So I have taken it easy and have adjustments, massage, and have a heating pad on my shoulder every night. I have to wait to get on my horse when I'm back to my 100%.
My question is, how could you get whiplash from falling off a horse? It went into your neck. Jeez. And do we know what spooks this? Do we know what brought this thing on? I mean, do we know what spooked the horse? No, but not more that you outside. So, okay. Were you outside or inside? Inside, and because I've been spooked off a horse too, you guys. I no, in my case, I was able to hang on, but the horse got spooked, and trust me, trust me, it's not very fun being when a horse gets spooked. So, and you would think a sprinkler as and a big animal. My situation was the horse got, and I vividly remember too. The horse got spooked by a stupid fan going off inside the arena. So you would think a sprinkler, the noise of a sprinkler, would not spook a horse. I guess it would, because Danielle was inside. Um, Danielle was inside. I haven't been up to her body yet, but I know exactly where it is. And correct me if I'm wrong, Danielle. They have three three separate arenas. One being the Windwalkers, that is more geared towards people with disabilities. The other one being Prashana, which Prashana's for able-bodied, but they do equestrian for disabilities, hippo therapy, and then the other one where Danielle is at is right in the middle of Missouri Heights. But her horse is not a hippotherapy certified horse. Long story there why. But basically the horse picked her, and that was the other side of it. One of the horses picked her. She picked this one. But all in all, these horses are still horses, And even though they're trained for hippo therapy and CP and have a million kids on their backs with different disabilities, it's they still get spooked, you guys. It's not it would just like be a service dog when you think about it. When a service dog sees a squirrel, and yes, I said school, um, it's still like that. So basically, a horse can get spooked either way. If he's a service animal horse, um, trained for hippotherapy, or if he's just a normal horse, he could get spooked either way. So basically, imagine a huge animal dealing with the sound of a sprinkler, and obviously Danielle got in the middle of it. And I'm not laughing at the situation, I'm laughing at Danielle getting in the middle of it. And this is what? The second time it's happened?
Yeah.
So hopefully it doesn't happen a third time, and hopefully we can go about our merry ways here. But yeah, but it's like dogs are still dogs and horses are still horses, no matter how much you train them. And so a horse is gonna get spooked by anything nowadays. And as I said, my biggest fear and my biggest noise fear in life is packing tape, and I cannot handle the sound of packing tape. And my stepmom looked at me like I was half nuts when I said, doing packing tape around me, I can't handle it. And I can't handle big loud noises anymore of saws, and although I handled one last week well enough so that they could get work done. But I can't still handle packing tape. And I had a friend of mine apologize to me about, it would have been a year ago now. She goes, I'm sorry that I did what I did. And I'm like, what did you do? And I she goes, well, I was packing up a box with packing tape, and I realized that you were in the next room. And I'm like, well, thank you for your apology, but thank you that you realized it. And this it's the long running joke that we now have. And it's like, oh my god, and I don't do well with emojis either. But that's a long story in itself. Why why I don't do well with emojis, and I'll get to that story maybe in the next week or so, that I don't do well with emojis. But the point of the my tangents or is some people and animals don't do well with certain noises. And so you got to be respectful of the animals and all people. And it's like I I now don't do well with oxygen compressors. You people know why I don't do well with oxygen compressions, even the portable ones, because they still make that horrible noise, and I don't do well with it. It just sends my body into almost a fit of hysteria. I have to walk away because I sat here for 9 days with one going for 24/7 to keep my dad alive. And I just realized from another friend of mine that that she had a family member with the same thing, and what she was telling me is that he also got sent home in and out of hospital for a certain amount of times. And so I'm beginning to think, now that she's told me that, I'm beginning to think that they just don't know how to deal with lung cancer, and they would rather send people home or deal with it. So my point being and I'll get to the emoji story next week. Danielle remind me that we need to let the cat out of the bag a little bit. And so my point being with why dogs and horses don't like make loud noises is because they don't know what to think of what to do. And what I'm realizing is that people with screwed up brains, like Danielle and I have, and I say that in the kindest way I can, but blunt, some loud noises drive us nuts. It's like nails on a chalkboard. And my stepmom, she'll be in the same room with me, um, packing boxes, and she'll look at me like I'm half nuts when I say, I don't do well with packing tape, and you guys know I don't do well with it, and yet she'll keep on doing it. And so my point being is, respect those animals who don't do well with loud noises, and respect those people who don't do well with loud noises either. And then you will find a happier camper if you can you if you can try to eliminate those loud noises, so that Danielle and I don't get scared out of our skin. And I think that the sprinkler being turned on outside arena, now, for those of you who horseback ride, arena is a huge. They're not tiny. So the fact that her horse was paying attention to the sprinkler on a good summer day, I think that's going to happen. So you either have got to understand that humans have the sensitivity to noise, and you have got to understand that service animals, including horses, have a sensitivity to noise. So as long as we can respect those animals who do have a sensitivity to noise. Then we'll be, and those humans too. And then we'll be all in a happy place. But Danielle, did you want to say anything else?
See with you.
Well, you don't have to agree with me at 7 o'clock in the morning, but you end up being my BFF. And yes, for those of you who read my Facebook status, I have weak lungs, so just be mindful of my weakened lungs. I think it has to do with genes more than CP. I certainly do. So I am feeling much better than I was, but it's gonna be a long and interesting week. So, and that's it. And we'll catch you guys next week, and we'll give you guys the updates on the adventures of our lives. Bye, you guys.
Bye. Yeah. For, for,